This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in Western Henrico. More specifically, I am off the Staples Mill corridor. Today we're going to take a look at a 3-bedroom, 1 full and 2 half-bath townhome. This townhome is located here in a pretty unusual subdivision here, built in 1972. We don't see a lot of older subdivisions out here in this area, and fortunately this one is definitely priced right. If you're at all familiar with Central Virginia, you know that some of the most expensive real estate can be found in Western Henrico. A lot of people really like the schools here in this area. As with many industries, about 20% of the people do about 80% of the work. And if you think to your workplace, it's probably the same there as well. In real estate, that is definitely true. Just earlier this week, I had an opportunity to do some photography work for a church. And the person that I was supposed to meet met me at the location. And lo and behold, she was also an agent. We had done a transaction together about 8 months ago, and we have never met. It's not unusual for agents to have never met in person when you're doing real estate. Everything pretty much is by fax, email, and telephone nowadays. So when she met me, she said, "Oh, I know you. You're Max, and we just did this deal together." I said, "Oh, wow, nice to meet you." And it really made me feel good because the transaction went fairly smoothly. There weren't any hiccups. Nothing got nasty. And I definitely respected the way she handled business, and she did the same with me. I say that to say that in Central Virginia, there's over 4,000 licensed agents. However, a lot of us see other agents over and over again on many of these transactions because, as I mentioned, just a few of the agents sell the majority of the real estate here locally. During the 11 years that I've been licensed, I've fortunately been able to maintain a good relationship with the agents that I've done business with, and that counts. And I'll share with you why. Let's say I look at a home with a buyer, and the buyer wants to make an offer. And a couple offers come in, and that agent is known, and they have done a deal with me before, and that deal went smoothly. They are going to lean. If those offers are pretty close, they want the best for their seller. They want to work with somebody that knows what they're doing and that's going to handle the transaction appropriately. As with any industry, people that are new don't necessarily know everything that they should know when it comes to the business. That doesn't mean that they're going to mess up. It just means that they may not have the experience level that someone that's been doing it for a long time has. Whenever I'm dealing with a client, one of the first things I do when we are considering making an offer, or accepting an offer for that matter, is to look at the experience level of who I would be working with. We have agent numbers here in this area, and the higher the agent number, the newer you are. So I can look at that and tell, okay, this person just got their license. I take that into account when I am consulting with my client. Someone that doesn't have the experience level may not be as good of a negotiator as someone that's been in the business for 10, 15, 20 years. So all of these things come into play when we are looking at working with other individuals. One thing I want to point out here was we've got a little water feature. You may ask what those orange flags are. They are not landmines. I had somebody ask me that. Are those orange flags landmines? I have no idea what country they were from, but clearly landmines were on their mind. And here's a little shot from the rear. We've got a nice storage building here. This is good storage. That's probably about 5 feet by 8 or so. A great way to get some boxes and other items that you don't need on a regular basis, suitcases, out of the main house. So getting back to my explanation, it's important to work with someone that has built a reputation over time and does have experience. It definitely works to the client's advantage. One other thing that I wanted to share with you was that when we are looking at the current climate here in the local market, home sales are slowing down. We don't have the activity that we had at the beginning of the summer. Therefore, that's much, much better for buyers. There's less competition out there. So if you're planning to sell, it's extremely important to have a strong marketing plan, and also you gotta price these houses right in order for them to sell. Overpriced houses are definitely not the way to go. You want to work with someone that can get your home out there so the masses can see it, other than just a simple MLS, which everyone does. And I think that video is definitely the most impactful way to do that. Obviously, you are watching, so therefore it must be somewhat effective. I wanted to point something out here on this window. We're going to see another example here in another room, but whenever you have that condensation buildup, both in this frame and we see it in this window, that means that the seal has been broken. There is a gas that is in between those two pieces of glass, and whenever that seal is broken, you get that condensation. There's nothing that's going to come through that window. It's not going to leak. However, it's not as efficient as it would be if that seal were in place. So whenever you see that, that's what's going on. Okay, this is a kind of an unusual bathroom configuration. This is a Jack and Jill bathroom. This is the hall entrance here, and we of course have our green tub shower enclosure. Duron does make a coating where you can coat that and change that color to a color that's a little bit more modern and not have to go through the expense of ripping that tile out. And we transition here into the other part of the Jack and Jill. That door here to the left is going to go into another bedroom. I'm going to take you back through the closet, through the hallway, so you can get proper orientation. We're going to back out to our hallway, and then this is going to be our master. We've got a nice large master here. As you can see, we've got wood floors throughout the second floor. A lot of people really like those wood floors. Plenty of space here in this master. We've got a very generous closet. We typically don't see closets this big in homes built in '72. We've got probably a good 5 feet on that side, and then an additional 5 on this side. And of course, you can go in and you can put compartments in there, second rod, and make it very, very efficient from a storage standpoint. Here's another example. This window pane is nice and clear, and then we move down to this one, and you can see that condensation. So we know the seal is broken on this one. Okay, I'm going to show you where our entrance is to that bathroom right here. And of course, to the right, we've got another door, and it opens up, and you can go through to the tub shower section. So it's a really interesting way to use space. A lot of 3-bedroom townhomes would just simply have one full bath. This is a little bit more accessible from a functionality standpoint, and I really like what they've done here. This one pretty much needs carpet and paint. Very affordable here in the West End. If you have any questions about this or any other home on the market, my name is Max Williams. It would be my honor to help. Please, please, please be sure to like and to subscribe. If you have friends or family that is interested in making a real estate move, please, please refer me. It would be my honor. Max Williams, 402-7788. You can reach on Facebook, under Richmond Area Foreclosures on YouTube, under my name, Max Williams Realtor. Thanks so much for taking a tour. Have a great day.